Hey everyone. Sorry for being a bit late, but here we are. And today we have US Open action, men's doubles, India's Rohan Bopanna and his partner Matwe Middelkoop participating. Just give me a couple of minutes before I start sharing the scorecard. So hello everyone. For those who have joined us now, we have US Open action coming up today, and it's the first time we are trying to do a tennis stream. इसके पहले कभी tennis हमने किया नहीं है. So hope you enjoy. Those who are fans of tennis, you are welcome to join, and those who want to learn more things about the sport, also hello. So it's Bopanna and Middelkoop, this Indo-Dutch pair, and let's see how it goes, but we still have time क्योंकि अभी तक previous match खत्म नहीं हुई है उस court पे, so we still have time for the other match to begin. You can ask your questions in the comment section, whatever you have, till we wait for the start of the match. So let's see on which court are Rohan Bopanna and his partner playing. Because it's court number 8, so we'll still have to wait for court number 8 action to start. Previous match between Cabal and Ferra versus Gosney and Mickelson is over. तो अभी थोड़ी देर में शुरू होने वाली है. टेंटेटिव टाइमिंग 10:15 PM दिया है. सो लेट्स सी व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स. स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ चंदन, और एक 5-10 मिनट लगेंगे, मैक्स टू मैक्स 10 minutes, so it will start soon. And Bopanna has a fine run this season. He reached the semifinals as well, so it was French Open, so let's see how he performs today. We'll have to wait for another 5 to 10 minutes for the match to start. Priyanshu is saying not watching US Open as Novak is not allowed to participate, so boycott US Open. Okay, you do you. They were asking, will you come live tomorrow for Pranay's match? Devo, I'll try to. Depend करेगा कितने बजे है वो match. If it's too early morning, it will be very tough for me. We had a hectic week yesterday, as you remember. रात को नीरज चोपड़ा की streams की थी, रात को 12-1 बजे तक, and then we came back again at 7 AM in the morning. So if Pranay's match is around, let's say, post 9 AM or 10 AM, I'll come live. So thank you for reminding me that. But let's enjoy tennis today. Those who have joined us now, Bopanna's match will start in the next 5 minutes, so please wait. They were saying what's India's future in tennis? एक नाम है रुशील खोसला करके, so Rushil is a name everyone should watch out for. And we have done well in doubles as the players grow old, like 35 after the 30s, we have seen the trend with Bopanna, even lender pace. So एक 30s के बाद they adapt to doubles and they've done pretty well. Like India, even Sania Mirza, everyone has done well in doubles. But yes, it is us who should encourage Indian players, especially. Still waiting for the match to start. It's on court number 8. I was just asking today's transfer deadline thoughts. I saw a couple of transfer today, not following football very actively. Like apart from thoda EPL ke scores and EPL matches, Haaland scoring double hat tricks, but transfers I have not followed much, to be honest. Man U signed someone today, Anthony Santos. So yep, not following football very particularly. Priyanshu is saying, I think Indians don't have stamina to play tennis singles. India has the stamina. Indians have the stamina. Stamina की बात नहीं है. Tennis is more of a game you need to build at the grassroots like the other countries do, which we are lacking a bit right now. But yes, Pro Tennis League होने वाला है December में, for which Bridge is the official media partner. So do check out Pro Tennis League. Encourage the upcoming players. It will be played at the R.K. Khanna Stadium in Delhi. Hey Agastya, welcome back. Good to have you here. Yes, Erling Haaland has been in top form till now. And we still are waiting for the match to start. Bopanna and Middelkoop. This is पहली बार हम stream कर रहे हैं, like tennis match. Traditionally we did Commonwealth and then we had badminton. So Mallikarjun is back. Hello, welcome back, Mallikarjun. Boink is saying lots of capital and sacrifice required to make big tennis. Sacrifice is required in each and every sport, both from the like players as well as their parents. So parents' का contribution काफी ज़्यादा है. Like it's behind the scenes, but it's the most important contribution in sport, especially when you see the role parents play. काफी sacrifice करना पड़ता है. And yes, this is on Sony Sports Network. तो जिन्हें भी एकदम लाइव ये मैच देखना है या फॉलो करना है, it's on Sony Sports Network and you can definitely ask your questions and listen to some commentary here. Selva Pavin is asking, रोहित इज आस्किंग भैया महेश बोपन्ना खेल रहे हैं क्या? नहीं, ये रोहन बोपन्ना है. महेश भूपति थे, तो दोनों अलग अलग प्लेयर्स हैं. महेश भूपति हैज नॉट प्लेड सिंस लॉन्ग टर्म. ही हैज रिटायर्ड. Selva Pavin, sport events in coming days. We have the World Wrestling Championships from 10th to 18th September. Then we have Vietnam Open and Canada Open towards the fag end of this month in September. And also we have, I'm missing out something. Just give me a minute. We have the Egyptian Open in squash and Neeraj in Diamond League finals. So a lot of stuff coming up in September. Very exciting. So let's see how that goes. Priyanshu is saying, do you think Sarita Moore can win gold as she is number 1 in her category in wrestling? Priyanshu, if she is ranked 1, she has a great chance. But Sarita's category, I think, is a non-Olympic category. तो थोड़ा कंसर्निंग बात है इंडिया के लिए. प्रीवियसली शी हैज बीन अ ब्रॉन्ज मेडलिस्ट एट द वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप लास्ट ईयर, बट वो जो कैटेगरी है वो अनफॉर्चुनेटली एक नॉन ओलंपिक कैटेगरी है. तो हाँ, सो आई थिंक शी कैन डू वेल इफ शी इज रैंक 12 एंड प्लेस टू हर स्ट्रेंथ्स. बट वही नॉन ओलंपिक की बात है. हमने देखा है कि नवीन मलिक जो है, नवीन मलिक 20-year-old from India. He won a gold medal at Commonwealth Games, competing in 74 category, जहाँ पे सुशील कुमार काफी अच्छा किए थे, and there he's trying to shift his category to 70 in the upcoming Wrestling World Championships to try and win a gold medal. I was asking Ajax make revenue of 100 to 120 million euros in a year, and Man United have paid them over 160 million euros for Anthony and Lisandro Martinez. Good numbers, Ayush, but unfortunately, I'm not following the transfers very well. So really sorry, won't be able to comment anything on that. India's season has been too much to occupy me nowadays, so we are focusing on that. Okay, still waiting for the match to start. काफी agonizing wait है. Initial time उन्होंने 9:50 का दिया था. Debo is asking Ramanathan guy playing in US Open, does he represent India? Yes, definitely he is Ramanathan, Ramkumar Ramanathan, and he's representing India, of course, but he has lost out in the first round itself. और singles में उन्होंने qualify नहीं किया. He did not qualify in did not make the main draw in singles. So let's see. August is asking, Naman, are you following women's singles? Can Iga Swiatek produce the same legacy in Roland Garros in women's singles like what Nadal has done in men's singles so far? Iga lost at Wimbledon, but yeah, did very well at the French. So let me take a good look at her records now. She has 2 victories in 2020 and 2022. Okay. If you get a stat for her clay court record, it will be great. So let me know that. But हाँ, अभी तक तो 2 ही victory. So to compare her with Nadal would be, it will be very tough because Nadal, Swiatek's age is right now 21. Okay, has a chance, but Nadal ने जो किया, it's once in a generation. And women's singles is very oscillating. I mean, anyone comes and wins. You cannot expect. But here we have Bopanna versus Middelkoop. So let's start that. I'll try to share the score with you folks. Okay. So those have joined us now. Rohan Bopanna and Matwe Middelkoop, the Indo-Dutch pair of men's doubles tennis, playing in the first round match as the 9th seeded pair in US Open. यही pair ने French Open में semifinals reach किया था. So expect good tennis from them today. And we are starting off with tennis for the first time at the bridge. So hope you enjoy. Okay, so as you can see, we have an Italian pair versus the Indo-Dutch pair. So the players are warming up right now. थोड़ा knocking कर रहे हैं वो लोग, and the match will start soon. Joan Sequeira is asking, whom do you see replacing Sania Mirza and her winning streak? Mr. Joan, we haven't seen such a class player from India in women's doubles till now. So to repeat Sania's legacy would be very tough, because whatever she has done for Indian tennis has been fantastic. So let's hope someone comes up soon, but I don't know any name right now because there is none. This is on Sony Sports Network. So Boinky saying, I don't think there's any hope for Indians at US Open. It's been a long time since any Indian has won a Grand Slam title. So Boink, I think if Bopanna and Middelkoop do well, they might stand a chance. Because there was a time when Mike and Bob Bryan were dominating, and we haven't seen any doubles pair dominate after that in men's doubles. So I think these people might be able to pull off a surprise. 2010 में रोहन बोपाना फाइनल गए थे यूएस ओपन के. इट्स बीन 12 years since that. आई थिंक इट वाज पाकिस्तान एसामुल हक कुरैशी जिनके साथ इन्होंने पार्टनर किया था. तो let's see if we can repeat this or even go one better. They were asking, will you also cover FIFA World Cup? Looks tough, Debo. We try to cover Indians participating, and unfortunately, India is not participating in FIFA World Cup. Something we would all like to see, but yes, we'll definitely be covering FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup in India. And वो तो हम on ground जाके cover करेंगे stadium में वगैरह. Priyanshu has mentioned about India adding more gold after Sushil Kumar, the lone world wrestling champion from India in the senior category. Sushil Kumar. It's been a decade since that, so dekhte like whether we are able to add another gold this time. Non-Olympic category में possible है, but again, as I said, रवि दहिया के पास सबसे बेहतरीन मौका है. Any idea why we aren't producing decent tennis pros anymore? So someone mentioned tennis requires a very strong financial backing, and so the thing about tennis is, no, tennis may you need to be nurtured from the grassroots with the same amount of competition and junior circuits. So I would recommend everyone to watch King Richard. तो वहाँ पे जो junior एक US का circuit होता है वो दिखाया गया है, how players fiercely compete from the ages 11, 12. They compete a lot in the interstate tournaments, etc., and then they go on to become pros. So that kind of competition, that kind of coaching, तो वो एक थोड़ा lack है. Facilities भी, for example, now I'll take Pune, where I am situated. तो पुणे में जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी में आपको बैडमिंटन कोर्ट्स या फुटबॉल के टर्फ्स दिखेंगे, उससे कंपैरिजन में टेनिस और स्क्वॉश काफी कम है. लाइक देयर आर सम एरियाज वेयर यू वोंट फाइंड अ सिंगल टेनिस कोर्ट. सो लेट्स सी. Manbok is saying yes. Manbok, Ramanathan, Ramkumar Ramanathan, and lost. So did not qualify for the main draw in singles, but lost in the first round of doubles as well. And the match will be starting in some time. It is a beautiful and sunny day at the Flushing Meadows. Thank you for the 15 odd people who have joined us for a tennis stream, because हम पहली बार ट्राई कर रहे हैं. टेनिस का इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं है इंडिया में जितना बैडमिंटन को लेके है या मल्टी स्पोर्ट इवेंट्स को लेके है. Agastya is saying tennis equipments are very costly too. I would disagree on that, Agastya, because tennis, badminton, it's not very different. I would say कि बैडमिंटन कभी कभी कॉस्टली पड़ जाता है. So like tennis won't count as a very high-end equipment game, because it's similar to badminton. You know, badminton rackets cost quite a lot and they get broken quite quickly. So it's the Italians on the serve, and they have started off with the first point. Interesting angles here at the US Open. One camera has been placed diagonally, एक पीछे रखा गया है. Yuvraj is saying, thanks for accepting my request of streaming US Open. Thank you, Yuvraj, for suggesting that. अगर आप suggest नहीं करते तो शायद हमारे दिमाग में नहीं आता ये. So hope you tell your friends about this and hope you enjoy. And you can ask questions about tennis, chat about tennis, बाकी sports भी चलेगा. Yes, Selva Praveen, it has started. You can see on the screen. It's the Italians who are serving. So for those who don't know, India has a great tennis history. तो हमें लेंडर पेस का 1996 में ब्रॉन्ज मेडल सिंगल्स में मालूम ही है. Like before he became the doubles giant that he is, Lender Pace won a 1996 Olympic gold in Atlanta. तो वो एक था. And then we have reached the Davis Cup finals 1966, 1974, जहाँ पे हमने साउथ अफ्रीका के सामने एपरथीड की वजह से forfeit किया था. So 2 Davis Cup finals. Ramanathan Krishnan was an Indian singles player, used to do very well at Wimbledon. We have a great history in tennis. Sania Mirza in recent years, along with Leander Pace, Mahesh Bhupathi, Rohan Bopanna. तो काफी है. बट हाँ, नीरज चोपड़ा मोमेंट, लाइक एक इंडिविजुअल सिंगल्स प्लेयर जब सक्सीड करेगा तभी इंडिया में उतना टेनिस बूम होने के चांसेस है. एंड दैट्स सुपर टफ Sahan is asking, what do you think of Serena's chances at a final slam? She has started well, has defeated the second seeded Estonian in her second round. So, mushkil to hai, like, I won't call her a contender or anything, but if she continues the great form, she might have a chance here. Final slam at a home ground, etc. So first game, it's 1-love lead to the Italians. No break by the Indians. Clear game. Rohan और Middelkoop एक भी point लेके नहीं आए. So Shobhan Subradhi is asking, how are they playing with different nation players? There is no such rule that you have to play with players from your same country in doubles at Grand Slams. Olympics, yes, you need to do that, but in Grand Slams there is no compulsion कि आपको अपने सेम कंट्री के कंपेटिटर के साथ खेलना है. So there is no such compulsion in Grand Slam tennis, but yeah, in Olympics you have to play with a person from the same country. Bopanna starts well. Nope, it's a double. Okay, a very bad service by Rohan Bopanna there. A double fault. Pooja is saying Pace and Martina was a legendary pair. Pooja, even Martina Hingis and Sania Mirza was a legendary pair. In 2015, they were awarded as the best women's doubles pair in the world by the International Tennis Federation. So, yes, Martina Hingis has a lot of connections with Indian tennis. Manbog is asking, is tennis Aman Rathod live telecast? तो ये Sony Sports Network पे हो रहा है. तो कोई भी Sony का channel, I think Sony Sports, Sony Live पे भी है. So you can definitely check it out. Manbog is asking, is tennis really a physical sport? Can with a good technique we can overcome the physicality? You cannot overcome the physicality aspect at the top level. So along with having a good skill set, you need to be there for 3 to 4 hours in a singles match, men's singles. And it's quite grueling. तो फिजिकलिटी काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और कंडीशंस कभी कभी लाइट्स के नीचे खेल रहे हो, बट कभी कभी आपको 4 से 5 घंटे धूप में भी खेलना पड़ता है. सो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ फिजिकलिटी इन ईच एंड एवरी स्पोर्ट, लाइक ऑफ कोर्स बैरिंग सम लाइक चेस एंड ब्रिज, बट हाँ काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. टेनिस इज एन एंड्योरेंस गेम पर्सनली. और अगर बैडमिंटन की बात करें तो बैडमिंटन में सीम लाइक इट्स शॉर्टर देन टेनिस. लाइक आप 45 मिनट्स 1 घंटे में मैच खत्म कर रहे हो, बट बैडमिंटन इज वेरी फास्ट पेस्ड एंड वेरी इंटेंसिव. सो एज आई से ईच स्पोर्ट इट्स ओन. लाइक इफ यू ब्रिंग अ स्विमर एंड टेल दैट पर्सन टू compete in let's say फुटबॉल, इट विल बी वेरी डिफरेंट फॉर दैट पर्सन. तो स्पोर्ट टू स्पोर्ट काफी डिपेंड करता है. आप वही खेलते हैं, आपके मसल को आदत है. एंड वी आर लुकिंग, ओके इट शुड हैव बीन अ ब्रेक, बट Rohan Bopanna and Middelkoop save a point there. So we'll have a deuce in the first. Okay, we'll have a deuce in the second game. ये break हो सकता था and Rohan Bopanna and Middelkoop would have been in trouble. For those who have joined us now, we are following the second round 1 match of men's doubles at US Open. It's between Sonego and Vavassori of Italy versus Bopanna and Middelkoop of India and Netherlands respectively. Lovely cross-court shot there by Bopanna, booming forehand from him, and it's advantage to the Indo-Dutch pair. Skull Shot is asking, Sumit Nagal का match है क्या? Sumit Nagal is not playing here. He was in the qualifiers, lost to Vasek Pospisil. सो क्वालिफायर्स में आउट होने की वजह से वो बाहर हो चुके टूर्नामेंट के. लाइक ही कुडंट गो फॉर द मेन ड्रॉ. तो आप अगर मेन ड्रॉ, सचिन आस्किंग वेट बोपन्ना इज 42. यस यस ही इज. सो ही यूज्ड टू बी अ सिंगल्स प्लेयर. 2007-8 में ग्रैंड स्लैम सिंगल्स फर्स्ट राउंड सेकंड राउंड एग्जिट as has been the norm for Indian players, and then came back to do well in doubles. Pooja is asking, why are there so many tennis tournaments in USA? Will it not be beneficial if other countries also involved in hosting? It will also popularize the sport. Pooja, the sport is quite popular, I should say. and there are a lot of tennis tournaments in USA because tennis I feel is one of the most highly played game in USA, and जो उनका college culture है, it's the tournaments it's mostly the college culture, and they want to dominate the sport. They have been like doing pretty much well, but that's the point. No, like why would they go for international tournaments when they want to inculcate a good habit in their own country? And they have that sort of competition amongst themselves. So messed up game by Rohan on serve. मतलब इतनी बढ़िया serve नहीं रही है, but still they get an advantage. Yes, Meet Ramanathan, Ramkumar Ramanathan has also got knocked out in the qualifiers of singles, and doubles में he lost. So not a good showing by Indians in singles. No one qualifying for the main draw. Apparently qualifying for the main draw is a very big thing. After making some bad serves, it's Rohan Bopanna who delivers a perfect down the line serve, and it's 1-all. तो अभी तक तो ब्रेक नहीं हुआ. हमने स्केयर देखा था कि ब्रेक हो सकता है पहले ही सर्विंग गेम में इंडिया और डच पेयर के, बट थैंकफुली नो ब्रेक. स्कल शॉट सुमित नागल टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो चुके हैं. ही पार्टिसिपेटेड इन द क्वालिफायर्स, एंड क्वालिफायर्स में अगर आप बाहर हो जाते हो तो आप मेन ड्रॉ नहीं खेल सकते. सो दैट्स व्हाई Sumit Nagal won't be participating in the main draw. I hope you get your answer now. Meet is asking, will you stream tomorrow's badminton match as well? Definitely, if it's not very early morning, I'll try to. We had a double fault by the Italians there, gifting the first point in this game to Rohan Bopanna and Middelkoop. Let's see if they can break it from here. Let's remember कि ये लोग 9th seed है, Indo-Dutch pair ये 9th seed है, and like, they are touted to win this one. Sahan is saying this should be a breeze for the 9 seeds. Let's see, like we got a scare in the first serving game itself. Like the first serving game that the Italians played was quite good. काफी बढ़िया था वो, without conceding a single point. So let's see. Where is it live now? Somnath Roy, this is live on Sony Sports Network. Lovely backhand there by Middelkoop. Beautifully placed shot. Boink is saying, Naman, your live stream deserves a better occasion. This can rivalize your clout. Boink, we are trying to expand into different sports. So, I mean, occasion यही रहेगा कि Indians कोई sport खेले, and it's our aim to, impart knowledge of different sports to people who don't know about it. So, some beautiful play by Middelkoop there, and it looks like the 9 seeds may just break this one. तो ये अगर सर्विस गेम ब्रेक कर दिए तो इंडिया के लिए काफी बढ़िया रहेगा. Pooja is saying, how much budget government allocates to tennis? Wow, what a good question. I have to Google this honestly. मेरे पास नंबर तो नहीं है. Okay, so we have an article. So ब्रिज ने आर्टिकल किया था. टेनिस का बजट 5.5 करोड़ है. So it's 30 crores for athletics, badminton, boxing. Sorry, athletics is 30 crore, badminton, boxing, etc. is 24 crores. Archery is 15.85, weightlifting 11, tennis is only 5.5. Equestrian has more than tennis, it's 6 crores, and yachting has 5.2. So only 5.5 crores for tennis. We have 08CSCA13. I want to see your commentary, not Sony Sports Network. Love from Jharkhand. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for being here. And great question there, Pooja. I hope you got the answer. It's 5.5 crores. Bridge had done an article. तो अगर आप like if you want to read more about India's budget allocation, I'll share an article to you. Just give me a minute. In the meanwhile, quite a tough encounter here. India trying to break the serve game there, but the Italians prevail. तो अभी तक एक भी break नहीं हुआ है यहाँ पे. No break still now. I've shared a link about budget allocations in India to different sports कि कौन से sport को कितना budget दिया जाता है. So Manbog, you can read how football budget has been slashed big time. So it's only 5 crores this time, and it has been slashed over the past 4 years. तो काफी गलत है इंडियन फुटबॉल के लिए. बहुत स्लैश किया है बजट. अभी सिर्फ 5 करोड़ है. Way lesser than equestrian. 1 crores less than equestrian. Again, an advantage to Bopanna and Middelkoop. Somnath is asking how many Indian players participate. Let's see. Ramkumar Ramnathan and Sumit Nagal lost in the qualifiers, and Ramnathan lost in the main draw of doubles as well. और अभी सिर्फ Rohan Bopanna बचे हैं. So apart from Rohan Bopanna, we don't have anyone else in the US Open right now. Yes, Pooja, it's way less. 5 crores is way less. Even football, 5 crores of football, बहुत कम है. I think we did a video on that football budget and comparing it to how it has been slashed. So, Boink is saying since tennis is more of an individual game and it's less about a nation's participation when a pro player is playing in a GS, which is Grand Slam. So I think that is why government won't invest more in tennis, according to me. And to be honest, Olympic medals के perspective से देखे तो we have come close. हमने 4th place finishes देखे Indian doubles pair से recently. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Boink, professional tennis players with all the brand and endorsements and financial backing do well, and it's mostly considered an individual. Like you're not representing India per se. अगर आप Grand Slam में खेलते हो तो आप ऐसा India representation नहीं दे रहे हो. It's good for the crowd back home as a sport कि आप टेनिस अगर बढ़िया करना शुरू करो तो it will ignite an interest in the crowd back home. Crazy game going on here at the US Open men's doubles. We are not seeing an end to this serving game by the Italians. Bopanna and Middelkoop holding, but at the same time deuce हो रहा है. एक टीम को advantage मिल रही है, and again they are losing the plot. Again, an error on the serve by the Italian. Agastya Singh, Pranay has been the last man standing for India. Never thought I would say, but Pranay has been a best male shuttler this year. Definitely, यार Thomas Cup में क्या जलवा दिखाया उन्होंने. So definitely has been the best because Commonwealth में of course we had Lakshya Sen winning the gold, but Pranay को chance नहीं मिला Commonwealth Games खेलने का. Came back, did well in the World Championship. Heartbreaking loss in the semi-finals there, sorry, the quarter-finals there, and is the only person standing in Japan Open. तो काफी बढ़िया. एंड ऑनेस्टली मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि प्रणॉय को एक मेडल मिलना चाहिए यहाँ पे. He should win or at least reach the final in this tournament. Krishna is saying there is very rare Asian players in singles tennis. Kei Nishikori from Japan is the best male player in men, and Lina is the best women's players. Yes, Lina from China, Grand Slam winner. It was around a decade ago that she won the Grand Slam. Same time, we can argue that Naomi Osaka is also an Asian, so कहने के लिए क्या ही है. So CSCA, everyone is asking why football budget is so less as compared to athletics. We did a video on that. Let me try finding that video. Like हमने एक वीडियो किया था कि फुटबॉल के साथ क्या हुआ है. Don't remember whether we uploaded it or not. Definitely read that article that I shared. Okay, so no breaks till now. We are into the first set. अभी तक एक भी ब्रेक नहीं देखा. थोड़े स्केयर हुए थे सर्विंग गेम पे ब्रेक के. Like for both the pairs there was a scare, but till now the Indian pair has held, the Indian and Dutch pair. An error from the Italians. It's Middelkoop serving for the Indo-Dutch pair. For those who don't know about how tennis doubles works, तो tennis doubles में alternate होता है कि अगर एक सर्विंग गेम समझो मिडलकूप ने लिया तो अगला सर्विंग गेम रोहन बोपन्ना लेंगे. It's not like the best server always serves for like in each and every serving game. Manbok is saying if football team failed to bring good results, is there any chance another budget slashing or reducing? Manbok, I'll say something. So this is not the mentality that one should adopt, the federation or the country, because अगर आप budget slash करोगे then that team will never get better. So you cannot wait for results and then increase the budget. You have to increase the budget so that you will get the results. And we saw Indian hockey going to a very bad period when they did not qualify for 2008 Olympics. तो वो एक बहुत बुरा पीरियड था इंडियन हॉकी का. एंड देन आफ्टर ऑल द बैकिंग दे गॉट फ्रॉम ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट एंड एवरीथिंग, दे हैव वन अ मेडल आफ्टर सो मेनी इयर्स. तो बजट स्लैशिंग और रिजल्ट्स का वेट करके पैसा बढ़ाना इज नॉट द काइंड ऑफ मेंटालिटी आई थिंक वी शुड अडॉप्ट. की पहले पैसा दो, वर्क ऑन द टीम, एंड दिस टीम कैन डू ग्रेट. यार काफी ऑफ द फील्ड चीजें अफेक्ट की है, लाइक द रीसेंट AIFF बैन टू फुटबॉल एज अ होल इन इंडिया, तो काफी अफेक्ट किया है डेफिनेटली. There was a time when we finished fourth in the Olympics. So काफी अच्छी हिस्ट्री है इंडिया की. We used to dominate Asia and it was 1956 Olympics when we finished fourth. Boink is saying one more thing, players out of top 100 in ATP tour really struggle to stay on the tour because of travel expenses, not only of player. Definitely good point that Boink, not just Indians, anyone outside the top 100, 200 of ATP, the match winnings are not that much कि आप first round में बाहर जा रहे हो, इतना compensate नहीं करता match winnings. So many people give up that sport, give up tennis क्योंकि इतना परवड़ता नहीं है उन्हें. It's like traveling is very costly as he has mentioned. Good point there. And good to see we are having such great discussions today. So no breaks till now. It's been 2-2 and the Italians look set to win this set also. Good stuff by Rohan Bopanna there. 42-year-old veteran from India. तो काफी veterans देखने मिल रहे हैं हमें Indian sport में. We have Achanta Sharat Kamal in table tennis. We have now Rohan Bopanna in tennis. So let's see. SKH is saying Naman bhai Rahul bhai ko bolo despite clicking the notification bell, no notification came from the stream. Sorry. Sorry SKH, but Rahul छुट्टी पे गए हुए हैं. He's chilling and I am taking care of the back end as well. So थोड़ा मेरा technically खराब हूँ थोड़ा मैं, in spite of being an engineer, but yes, I'll definitely suggest this to Rahul कि ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है. For those who don't know, Rahul is the back end person, but now I am front end, back end both. So it's 3-2 to the Italians right now. Good service games by them. काफी अच्छे रहे, like they had a struggle in the middle, but they have recovered well. Pooja is saying, but Naman, they were allocated 30 crores few years ago, but they misused them. I guess it's good we reward sports federation which are actually working hard. That's good, Pooja, and that's why AFF needed a makeover. तो अभी बैन हुआ और कल इलेक्शन होने वाला है. देयर विल बी इलेक्शंस टुमारो फॉर द पोस्ट ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल फेडरेशन. We have Baichung Bhutia versus Kalyan Chaube. This is the first time All India Football Federation will have a footballer, a former footballer as the president. So Baichung Bhutia, as we all know, is very famous, and Kalyan Chaube has been India's goalkeeper for 7 years from 99 to 2006. तो पहली बार फुटबॉल फेडरेशन के प्रेसिडेंट एक फुटबॉलर रहेंगे and it will be exciting to see who wins tomorrow and whether there is a change. And Pooja, yes, the budget was slashed because of those reasons. So, and under the bracket, India is not performing well when actually we were showing some good growth. Sanchit asking, wait, so how are India and Netherlands teamed up? Sanchit, there are no rules for Grand Slam ki you can't team up with someone from another country. That's only for Olympics. So यहाँ पे कोई भी team up कर सकता है. We had a great pairing before. इंडिया पाकिस्तान एक्सप्रेस कहा जाता था. रोहन बोपन्ना एंड एहसान उल हक कुरैशी ऑफ पाकिस्तान 2010 के टाइम पे दे इवन रीच द फाइनल ऑफ यूएस ओपन. हैड अ वेरी नाइस रन ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम. एंड रोहन बोपन्ना इवन अटेंडेड हिज पार्टनर एंड फ्रेंड्स वेडिंग. एहसान उल हक कुरैशी की शादी उन्होंने आई थिंक इट वाज कराची और लाहौर, आई एम फॉरगेटिंग द सिटी, but he had attended his wedding as well. So it was a great pairing and good to see Bopanna पेयरिंग अप विद मिडलकूप ईयर, क्योंकि उन्होंने फ्रेंच ओपन में काफी बढ़िया प्रदर्शन किया था. एंड लाइक बिकॉज हम देखते हैं कि डबल्स में, टेनिस डबल्स में काफी पार्टनर्स चेंज वगैरह होता है. ऑफ कोर्स नॉट बॉब एंड माइक ब्रायन द ब्रदर्स. Yes, Sanchit. So based on choice of players and the rankings as well. So Bopanna has a really good ranking on the World ATP Tour. So rankings matter, and of course they can choose their own partners, and they change partners quite a lot. You can see that with Leander Pace, Mahesh Bhupati, even Rohan Bopanna, Sania Mirza had a lot of different partners. So काफी difference है. Like there is no compulsion that you have to participate with someone from your own country, and it's 40-15 right now. So in tennis, you get scores like 15, 30, 40, and then you win, unless it's go to a deuce. Agastya is asking, Naman, do you have any idea if cricket could be included in 2032 or 2028 in Olympics, because it has been shortlisted and few additional games? Agastya, more than 2028 Los Angeles, मुझे लग रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ज़्यादा चांस है ब्रिस्बेन में. Of course, Australia's history with cricket. So मेरे हिसाब से 2028 से ज़्यादा 2032 में चांस रहेगा for cricket to enter, but again not sure about it exactly कि आएगा या नहीं. But हाँ, 28 और 32 में पूछेंगे तो I'll definitely say 2032. Because a lot of associate nations have started taking up cricket. चेकोस्लोवाकिया के पास टीम है, जर्मनी के पास क्रिकेट की टीम है. वी हैव द फेमस ट्विटर फ्रेंडली आइसलैंड क्रिकेट टीम, जो ट्विटर पे काफी मचाते हैं वो लोग. Lovely rally there, but it's the Indo-Dutch pair who will take the game, and 3-all now. काफी टाइट चल रहा है, शायद टाई ब्रेकर पे भी जा सकता है ये सेट. So let's see how that goes. Boinky Singh, I saw someone from India on Shapovallo's team. Interesting. Shapovallo, wait a second. How has he performed? He won the first round. Oh, 5-setter. And will be facing a spinner today, 2:30 a.m. Interesting observation. I guess it was Bopanna only. Like वार्म अप खेलते हो गए लाइक many people hate cricket including me says Agastya but it could definitely give India one or two medals in Olympics for sure. Like we shouldn't be dependent on cricket coming into Olympics for giving us medals. We should on the other hand improve in different sports which we are doing. एथलेटिक्स का प्रोग्रेस देख के मैं काफ़ी हैप्पी हूँ लाइक इस साल में मेरा सबसे अच्छा फेवरेट परफॉर्मेंस अविनाश साबळे का रहा है तो आई बीन वेरी हैप्पी सीइंग इंडियाज ग्रोथ इन एथलेटिक्स पूजा सिंह अभी चाइनीज डेलीगेट फ्रॉम चाइना क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन आए थे बीसी हाँ हाँ द चाइनीज हैड कम टू द क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन ऑफ बंगाल टू हेल्प देम डेवलप क्रिकेट क्योंकि उन्हें लग रहा है अभी ओलंपिक्स में आएगा तो हम भी क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू करेंगे तो चाइना इज ऑल सेट टू प्रिपेयर प्लेयर्स फॉर क्रिकेट किंग CR7 आस्किंग भाई ईपीएल में कौन सी टीम तुम्हारी फेवरेट है मैंने ईपीएल इतना फॉलो नहीं किया मतलब फॉलो इन द सेंस आई नो स्टफ अबाउट ईपीएल बट आई यूज्ड टू वॉच ला लीगा लॉट ड्यूरिंग रोनाल्डो एंड मेस्सी's heydays and because of Ronaldo being in Man U, I have a bit of bias towards that team, but it's performing very bad. Sanchit is saying, SKJ is saying, after your facts on the Bopanna Qureshi pair, I just got to know that they even won a challenger tournament in Denver in 2003. Oh wow, SKJ, thank you so much. 2003 is way back, even 7 years before 2010. Sanchit is saying chess can be included in the Olympics. It is a competitive game. So Sanchit, it was initially going to be included in the Olympics 1924 जब पेरिस में होने वाला था, बट काफी कंट्रोवर्सी हुई थी एंड प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स वगैरह को लेके और वहाँ पे फीडे बना था जो कि चेस की गवर्निंग बॉडी है. So that started in 19 around that time. So that's why you don't see chess because they have chess Olympiad जहाँ पे दुनिया के most of the countries participate करते हैं. हमने इंडिया में देखा there are 180 plus countries participating in chess, so they don't need Olympic recognition. King CR7 in the chat is saying अब भाई बारसा जीतेगी UCL. काफी tough है man, but let's see. I think Mancey's time would finally arrive, but again, no one has the mindset that Real Madrid has in football, especially Champions League. Quite tight here. It's 30 all. Okay, we have moved to 40-30 for the Italian pair. On their serve, of course. अभी तक एक भी सर्व ब्रेक नहीं देखा है हमने. Boink is saying Man City are the South Africa of UCL. Choking in big competitions. So South Africa's best ever win has been the 1998 Commonwealth Games gold medal, which is quite sad for such a brilliant team, especially in the 2000s. काफी heartbreaking. 99 के World Cup में भी हमने देखा था, so pretty sad for them, I guess. Okay, so we are into a deuce in this one. Let's see if Bopanna and Middelkoop can finally break. So it's advantage to the Italians. Doesn't look like we are in for a break here. Manbog is saying, what is the reason for slashing of football budget? Manbog, as Pooja replied in the chat very well, fishy things by the federation and money not being used where it should have been and labeling it as team not performing well. तो ऐसे सारे reasons दिए गए थे for slashing of the budget of football and 30 crores to 5 crores in a 4-year gap is very very bad. I mean, काफी बड़ा कट दे दिया like it's like 25 crores. So again we are at a deuce here. Bopanna and Middelkoop trying to break the game, break the serving game of the Italians. For those who have joined us now, thank you for watching tennis today, in spite of the usual badminton or athletics. If you have any doubts about the sport, you can ask us here. It's still advantage to the Italians. Boink is talking about South Africa having a good pace attack. Norkia, Rabada. So it won't be a break in this one. So it's 4-3. Most likely we are staring at a tiebreaker. In 2023, SKS is saying India hosting Hockey World Cup, IOC session, Mumbai Cricket World Cup. What else events are going to be hosted by us? As far as I know, SKS, Hockey World Cup and IOC session Mumbai is something I knew. There may be some minor events, but not any major events that I can think of. कि इस साल तो हमने फुटबॉल में काफी कुछ किया है विमेंस फुटबॉल में पहले हमने एशियन कप होस्ट किया देन वी केम बैक एंड डिड द वी आर डूइंग द अंडर 17 फीफा विमेंस वर्ल्ड कप सो वी डिड दैट इन विमेंस फुटबॉल दिस ईयर और अगले साल ऑफ कोर्स हॉकी वर्ल्ड कप बीइंग द हाई पॉइंट लास्ट टाइम भी हमने होस्ट किया था इंडिया ओपन तो अगस्त हर साल होता ही है लाइक इंडिया ओपन एंड द सैयद मोदी इंटरनेशनल इन बैडमिंटन सो इंडिया स्पेसिफिक इवेंट्स ऑन द टूर डेफिनेटली दे आर गोइंग टू हैपन इन इंडिया IOC session will be determining the host for Winter Olympics. तो 2030 Winter Olympics का host decide होगा by the in the IOC session. Boink is asking, yes, Pooja, India Open is now a Super 750 tournament. Thank you. We mentioned that in the morning as well. Boink is asking, कल प्रणय की stream है. Let me check the timings यार प्रणय कितने बजे खेल रहा है. बहुत early रहेगा तो काफी मुश्किल है उठना definitely if I wake up I'll definitely stream Pranay Rishabh I'm checking that only just give me some time let me just check Japan Open is Super 750 so quite a lot at stake because Pranay I think he has qualified for the World Tour Finals so points के हिसाब से इतना कोई load नहीं है प्रणय के लिए let's check September the 2nd So starting at 10 a.m. Japanese time in Osaka is the first match singles. Then we have women's double and then immediately Pranay. तो बहुत early morning होने वाला. I don't know why these people never schedule an Indian match late in the day. So let's say if the first single starts at 10 a.m. Shiyuki should wrap this up in straight sets. So 40 minutes I think then we'll have a women's doubles which is between the first seed and Apriyani Rahayu who won the gold medal at Tokyo तो ये काफी चलेगा तो एक सवा घंटा अगर दे देंगे so 2 hours after the first match we'll mostly have Pranay's match it will be around 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. is my 8:30 a.m. is my prediction. So सुबह 8:30 बजे around HS Pranay खेलेंगे. SK is asking what is South Asian Games. So South Asian Games is essentially sporting event where South Asian countries participate. To be honest, वो स्पोर्टिंग मामले में काफी एक इजी इवेंट है बिकॉज इट्स ओनली इंडिया पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका नेपाल अफगानिस्तान भूटान मालदीव्स and Bangladesh participating so these are the South Asian countries it's mostly the Indian subcontinent and Maldives so only 8 nations participate I would say this is more for the exposure of other countries SK all sports. Let me check. Like it's a multi-sport event, so yeah, a lot of sports. Like you can compare it to an Olympics or a CWG. You get multi-sporting event, and as you can easily predict, quite easy for India. Pooja is saying Sindhu is on long break. Can this affect her World Tour participation? Is she safe? Is she safe? Okay, I think I checked the world rankings recently. Satvik and Chirag are definitely not going to play. They haven't racked up any world ranking points. So let's see. HS Prana is definitely in. He is the second best placed after Victor Axelsen in men's singles. And in women's singles, we have, oh, it's PV Sindhu. PV Sindhu is leading with 69,140 points. So she is definitely in for the World Tour finals. Krishnakant is saying suggest some iconic tennis matches to watch. Krishnakant, you should watch the Roger Federer versus Novak Djokovic. Let me see whether it was 2019 Australian Open or not. Wimbledon, I'm forgetting the final match. Yep, the 2019 Wimbledon final between Djokovic and Roger Federer. Then if you want to have a marathon, अगर आपको मजे लेने हैं तो आप द लॉन्गेस्ट टेनिस मैच इन हिस्ट्री देखिएगा जॉन इजनर और निकोला माउट का. वरना एक सरप्राइज देखनी है तो माइकल चैंग का देखना फ्रेंच ओपन में. SKJ saying my expectations got crushed by saying only these 8 countries. The thought Malaysia, Indonesia are also included in South Asia. No, that is Southeast Asia. तो मिडल ईस्ट, अगर आप मिडल ईस्ट बोलेंगे तो दैट इंक्लूड्स ऑल ईरान, इराक, सीरिया, जॉर्डन एंड UAE, etc. Then we have South Asia, which is essentially the participants in the games. Then we have East Asia, the Far East, Japan, the Koreas, Philippines, and all of that. And Southeast is essentially Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, East Timor, ये सब. August is asking, Naman, what do you think about Sindhu's future? Because right now, Akane, TTY, Chen Yufei, and Singh are the favorites at Paris and all big events in badminton. Yep, that's true. But Sindhu has suffered against particularly Taizu and Se Young. So Sindhu needs to be on her A game. अगर अभी time ले तो चलेगा. There is no hurry. The main aim should be Paris Olympics because अभी अगर हम देखेंगे तो सिंधु के पास क्या नहीं है तो वो एक Olympic gold नहीं है. She has a silver and a bronze and a world championship title as well. And in that, I forgot to mention a beautiful rally that I saw here, which gets the Italians their lead. Very, very good rally where they made a comeback and snatched the point. So 5-4 is the score. काफी tough मुकाबला चल रहा है. The seeds are not running away. Thanks for suggestions and tell us about Mansoor Bahrami. Oh, I forgot to mention Krishnakant. Honestly, बाकी सब tennis match छोड़िए. Boink has mentioned Australian Open final, Nadal versus Djokovic, another incredible match. Forget about all these matches. Just watch Mansoor Bahrami like on an infinite loop. आप पूरे दिन Mansoor Bahrami के tennis matches देखिएगा. Like he's such a delight to watch. So Mansoor Bahrami plays exhibition matches at Grand Slams. And you should like see how the chap entertains the crowd. He has some good shots as well. Like ऐसा नहीं कि just fluke वगैरह. But along with the entertainment, he produces some really brilliant trick shots. तो हाँ, personally मुझे मंसूर बहरामी को खेलते हुए देखना काफी पसंद आता है. SK in the comment is saying, I'll honor you on this Teachers Day, not only my sports mentor but also as geography. Thank you so much. So thank you for the suggestions, everyone. Agastya, Boink, everyone. 2008 Wimbledon, Djokovic, Nadal, Australian Open 2012. This was the longest final ever in Grand Slam history. So even this year I watched the Medvedev versus Nadal final live at Australian Open. The way Nadal made a comeback there was pretty brilliant. I'm actually missing both Nadal and Djokovic here. Like नए players में उतना मजा नहीं है honestly. Like we will have to move on to a future generation, but the tenacious play by Nadal and Djokovic, as well as the great Roger Federer. Rishabh asking, is it true that next CWG wrestling will be removed along with shooting and archery? There are talks, yes. Like अभी तक तो include नहीं किया है program में. It depends upon the Australians. It will be a huge jolt for India. हमने इस बार 12 में से 12 मेडल जीते थे, including a lot of gold medals. So definitely India के लिए काफी problematic रहेगा. Agastya is saying Nadal is there. Oh damn! Are you sure? Oh, how could I miss this? Thank you, man. I was thinking Nadal has taken a break after whatever happened in Wimbledon. Okay, he went to a 4 sets in the first. Oh, he's seeded second. Will be facing the Italian warhorse Fognini in the second round. Thank you, यार. मुझे तो लगा था Nadal नहीं खेल रहा है after what happened in Wimbledon. Krishna is saying in all 4 Grand Slam, which one is considered toughest? There is no, I won't say there is a tough Grand Slam essentially. Like depends on what surface you're comfortable with. Hard court पे आपको खेलना जम रहा है या you're suitable for a clay court or the grass in Wimbledon. As we all know, Nadal is the greatest of all time on clay courts. Federer used to dominate Wimbledon. So to each their own. Agastya saying Nadal is a freak. If you don't believe Nadal is a freak, watch the watch the 2022 Australian Open final. No one even had a clue what Nadal was going to do, and just came back and won that match. And so glad to witness that live. तो तब से मैं Grand Slam finals miss नहीं करता हूँ. Then you regret कि यार आपने तो final miss कर दिया. So it's 5-all in Bopanna versus. Bopanna and Middelkoop versus the Italian pair of Sonego and Vavassori. Still no breaks in this one. 30 love. Djokovic's situation is very sad though. So there was this name coined for Novak Djokovic, because of him not taking a vaccine and the related trouble. Middelkoop tried to return there. Frankly, apart from us having very less people joining the stream, it has been a very enlightening discussion. काफी अच्छे questions पूछे गए और काफी अच्छे questions and discussions as well. So it has been great to see the late night gang joining us today. Not just tennis, we have had questions on badminton, football budget. Lovely net play by Rohan Bopanna there. Beautiful by the Indian veteran. Finishes off with a backhand at the net. We have a sparse crowd here. Of course, first round match hai. There are some people in the world skeptical of taking a vaccine. It's their decision, of course. So Novak has stood with his decision. Or Krishnakant is saying, one interview Sania Mirza was saying that for tennis one should start training at age 8 or 9. Otherwise you will miss the bus. It's definitely true, Krishnakant, क्योंकि जो भी आप ये players dominate करते हुए देख रहे हो, it's like all of them have started training at a very young age, between the 8 or 11. There are tournaments for under 11 and under 9 people, players in tennis. So even in badminton, man, in India you can see under 11 and under 9 tournaments happening. So you need to take up sport at a very young age. Like I remember a scene from the movie Eddie the Eagle. तो वो एक British ski jumper पे based है. The first person from Britain to participate in ski jumping. So Eddie लाइक काफी स्टोरी है उस पे, बट मैं एक छोटा इंसिडेंट बताता हूँ कि while training uh, while training, so there is a group of Norway like Norse ski jumpers and their coach, and Eddie is like, I started this at like 2025, and they are like in Norway, if you want to start skiing or ski jumping, you need to wear the skis at the age of 5 or 6, and that is what happens there. So that's just an example that I wanted to give, because ये काफी स्पोर्ट्स में होता है, इस एज पे लेने के बाद यू कैन कम्पीट विद द वर्ल्ड बेस्ट, क्योंकि वो लोग भी उस एज से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, एंड दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ईच एंड एवरी स्पोर्ट. Again, no break, wide shot by Middelkoop there, so it's 40 all. And in that movie, Hugh Jackman was his coach. I think yes. Let me just confirm. Initially, yeah, it was Hugh Jackman. Agastya Singh, I believe that only in the case of table tennis, if you start a little late in your career, maybe at 18, 22, you can still make the cut. If you want to make the cut, you need to be at a fitness level like Sharat Kamal, because you will be peaking at 30. Like, okay, even in table tennis, no one can become a world class player inside a year. Lot of practice, lot of tournament practice, not just the game, but psychologically as well. तो काफी चीजें मैटर करती है. So still, I think you need to take up sport at a very young age in order to succeed. I cannot stand up at now. I'm 20 and I'll be like, चलो मैं अभी टेनिस रैकेट उठा था और 5 साल में मैं एक वर्ल्ड ग्रैंड स्लैम खेलूंगा. That's just simply not possible. Even in badminton, whatever you see a player hitting a down the line smash or a cross court smash, which is very perfect, तो वो ऐसा ही नींद में से उठ के नहीं आता है. They are practicing that for 500 to 1,000 times every day. Like, it's very tough to master that, especially when you're involved in such a high endurance rally with your opponent. So each and every sport you need to start young. Again, it's 40 all. Bopanna and Middelkoop trying to push their opponents. Okay, if they win this set, they'll be up in the driver's seat to win the first set. Sorry, if they win this game. And those who have joined us, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Again, the advantage is to the Italians. Not a good return, but we saw a backhand badminton kind of shot by the Italians, and still a deuce again. मुझे नहीं लगता ये सेट जल्दी खत्म होगा यहाँ से. Even watching tennis requires a lot of endurance. Not doubles, पर आप सिंगल्स देख रहे हो तो 5-6 घंटा टेनिस देखना काफी, मतलब काफी endurance का है. SK has shared a fun fact. Yesterday, Apeksha Fernandez became the first Indian woman to reach finals of World Junior Championship in 200-meter and also broke the national record. Yes, she had a personal best and broke the national record, but couldn't replicate a performance in the final, thus finishing eighth. And we had Shriyari Nataraj and Veer Dhaval Khade reaching the finals in World Junior Championship in the past. So फैंटास्टिक देयर बाय अपेक्षा. अपेक्षा ने रिसेंटली 5 दिन में 5 नेशनल रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक किए थे. Pooja is asking, is there any under 11, under 15 type tournament for tennis in India Indian Tennis Federation? I don't know, but Pooja, I think there will be, क्योंकि मैं तो बैडमिंटन खेला हुआ हूँ, तो बैडमिंटन में तो होते थे काफी सारे, तो डेफिनेटली टेनिस में भी होते होंगे. लेट मी चेक. AITA has junior nationals. It's advantage to Bopanna and Middelkoop here. They have a chance to break this. यहाँ से अगर वो लोग break करते, they will only have to serve in order to win this. Again, we are into a deuce. And there's an ace from the Italian. It's okay, not an ace, it was a double fault. So, no, it was an ace. These scorecards are confusing me a lot. Anyways, lot of time left into this first set. Close games, quite a few. Shivalika is saying you are covering tennis. Thank you. Hey Shivalika, you are one of the 10 people who have joined us. Tennis इतना पॉपुलर नहीं है इंडियंस में, अगर रहेगा तो उन्हें मालूम नहीं कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट हियर, बट थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. The tournaments are there, Boink is saying, but not accessible for kids from humble background. Only kids with daddy's money are able to play tennis. Not just tennis. Personally, I feel squash, tennis, golf, competitive snooker. All these sports, they require to have quite a financial backing. So has been a sport of the elite, unfortunately. But हाँ, change होना भी काफी मुश्किल रहेगा ये situation. Unless there is a lot of government funding put, lot of grassroots stuff done. Still, I think people people from humble backgrounds will go more towards the side of cricket, athletics, or football. So yes, tennis definitely requires a lot of money, and good point there, boy. But badminton is truly a worldwide game कि हम दुनिया में कहीं भी जाएंगे, even in the streets we see people playing badminton with all sorts of rackets they have. You don't see the same with tennis, of course. You just need a shuttle and 2 rackets there. यहाँ पे आपको proper court वगैरह चाहिए. Yes, Pooja, perfect. Tennis is a sport for the elites. As is golf. Golf तो और भी कठिन है. Like golf, we can call golf ultra rich if tennis is rich. White from Bopanna, again an advantage to the Italians. So finally we are at an end of the game. No break still now, and mostly a tie break पे जाएगा unless Sonengo and Vavassori are able to break here. So mostly a tie break पे जाने वाला है set. It will be decided via tiebreaker. Previous couple of games have been close on the Italian serve. Manbok is saying FIFA did a very bad job as they stopped. FIFA, I think FIFA did whatever they are supposed to do. ये सिर्फ इंडिया में नहीं हुआ है, काफी सारे कंट्रीज में ये चीज हुई है. FIFA trying to bring in these bans wherever there has been an intervention from the apex court or the government. So that has happened, and they are sticking to the charter as well. So SK saying I don't understand yet what interests the businessman. SK initially मुझे भी लगता था golf काफी boring है. फिर मैं एक दिन उठा और मैंने सुबह 5 बजे आदित्य अशोक का गोल्फ मैच देखा. आई हैवंट वॉच्ड इट आफ्टर दैट, आई विल बी ऑनेस्ट, बट golf is very interesting. Even if it does not seem, it is interesting. And I personally would like to play golf once. So मुझे भी लगता था काफी बोरिंग है खड़े खड़े शॉट मारना है, but it's a beautiful game. Like even people did not know about lawn bowls, and lawn bowls is very interesting. Like there's a lot of strategy involved. That's why they were created as a sport. Like nowadays I feel people are doing, you know, extravagantly. अगर वो अलग अलग sports देखे हम, I recently saw a sport where there is a tennis court, squash like barriers, and some kind of badminton also involved in that. मतलब इतना सारा compilation करके beauty चला जाता है sport का. तो on the other hand, something like tech ball which amalgamates only टेबल टेनिस एंड फुटबॉल, आप दो स्पोर्ट को जोड़ रहे हो, थोड़ा उसमें क्रिएटिव कर रहे हो, दैट्स फन, बट trying to involve 3 to 4 sports is really bad. In racquetball also we have, it originated in the Scandinavian countries. Racquetball, वहाँ पे काफी सारे रैकेट स्पोर्ट्स खेले जाते हैं in marathon kind of order, triathlon kind of order actually. Shivalika is saying Indian fans have the biggest presence on social media, but yes, it's tough to find tennis fans around yourself. I just knew one in my engineering college and just 15-20 thanks to Facebook and Twitter. Oh, that's really sad, Shivalika, that you knew only one in your engineering college, but that also tells a story ki how many people are actually interested in watching tennis. We are here to explore the same, क्योंकि अगर यही हम बैडमिंटन की स्ट्रीम करते हो तो it would have been in multiples or tens or even hundreds, but with tennis it's quite less. But again, like tennis can be a long drawn game, काफी घंटों तक चलता है. Oh, we are into a tiebreaker. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Tiebreaker has started here. The first point going to Sonego and Vavassori. Good reason again by Boeing there. He mentions that tennis also requires a lot of efforts, and that's why privileged kids choose to go for other more forgiving sports. Yashal is saying golf seemed very interesting to you because an Indian player was participating. Not a kind of sport that you start watching randomly without having any bias towards the player, like we do in badminton. I I got you on the first point, but the second point seems a bit hazy to me. Like watching randomly without having any bias. Okay. I mean that if there is no Indian, you won't watch golf. Yeah, that's actually true, huh? कि मैंने आदित्य शो को छोड़ के, लाइक वो ओलंपिक्स को छोड़ के कभी गोल्फ नहीं देखा है. सम पीपल डू वॉच, बट हाँ, गुड पॉइंट देयर. एंड आई कैन वॉच अ बैडमिंटन मैच इन्वॉल्विंग विक्टर एक्सेल्सन एंड लेट्स से एंथनी सिनुस्का जिंटिंग. सो गुड पॉइंट. यप, गोल्फ भी काफी लंबा चलता है. दैट्स व्हाट आई लाइक अबाउट बैडमिंटन व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू प्ले एंड व्हेनेवर आई वॉच. लाइक इट्स फास्ट. एंड मैं भी पहले टेनिस नहीं देखता था, बट after watching some really epic Grand Slam battles, I started following tennis and I fell in love with the sport. And I would like to play that in the future. So some sports grow on you as you grow up. Pooja is asking, just like Japan did with judo, we should also push for Indian. Yes, Pooja, actually, I don't feel judo should be in the Olympics as karate. But हाँ, अगर हम, because judo came in when there was when Japan hosted in 1964 in Tokyo, तभी judo आया था Olympics में. And since then the saga has started. SKG saying, Yashras, don't worry about English यार, आप हिंदी में टाइप कर लो चलेगा. If you are not able to frame the sentence properly in English too, हिंदी में कर लो. I understand, as I said, Hindi, Gujarati, Marwadi, Marathi and English. So any one of the 5 languages should be good for me. Sharon is asking, Taekwondo should be in the Olympics. India has some wonderful talent, but again, India won't be able to compete at that level. We saw, like, just give me a second. Taekwondo, again, we won't be able to do well in the Olympics, the East Asian countries. And I think it's in the Olympics. Yes, that's why I was confused. वही check करने जा रहा था. Taekwondo शायद है Olympics में, like It was there at 2020 Tokyo. Oh, it made its debut in 1988 as a demonstration sport and has been there in 2000. So yeah, sorry for me being confused. We have had the sport since 2000, and the Russian Olympic committee this time, of course, Russia not participating, dominating. तो वही मैं थोड़ा चौंक गया वहाँ पे कि so of course South Korea has dominated Taekwondo, China, US, Great Britain, Mexico. Then we have ROC, and there were 8 medals on offer, 4 for women and 4 for men. So 8 gold medals in Taekwondo. तो आप ये जो बोलते हो कि ताइक्वांडो और कराटे इंडिया में इतना पॉपुलर है, इट्स पॉपुलर टू अ सर्टेन लेवल. आई टेल यू व्हाट द थिंग इज. Whenever Indians go to play international tournaments in taekwondo or karate, it's usually in Nepal. Like मैंने personally नेपाल में जाके देखा है लोगों को international tournaments taekwondo के participate करते हुए. So थोड़ा weird. And here we have Bopanna and Middelkoop losing. That might be an upset for the first set. They are losing 6-2 in the tiebreaker after a 6-all game score. Rishabh is saying one question has always bugged me. Why is India so behind in cycling related sports? Cycling is popular in Indian kids. Cycling is popular in everywhere in all around the world, but there's a difference between professional cycling as well as cycling that is done for recreation. And you need velodromes. तो इतना वेलोड्रोम बनाने के लिए जो फाइनेंशियल कॉस्ट है, सस्टेन दोज वेलोड्रोम्स, ब्रिंग इट फ्रॉम द ग्रास रूट्स, काफी. एंड आई पर्सनली थिंक कि जो टाइम ट्रायल, स्प्रिंट, फिर आप बोलेंगे कि Madison, Keirin, all of this stuff in cycling at the Olympics is basically not needed. It's England winning a lot of medals and still having some kind of say at the global level, including so many events. जो हम स्विमिंग में भी देखते हैं, इतने सारे इवेंट्स नहीं चाहिए. So cycling, it will again Rishabh require a lot of infra, but we are doing good. Cyclists from Andaman Nicobar have come up, and unfortunately we don't have anyone in Tour de France क्योंकि अभी तक वो culture नहीं है. So I personally I think instead of going to Tour de France, we should just start some kind of cycling race in India. थोड़ा मतलब हम भी एक टाइप में कि there is no need to travel to a European country to participate there, because India has, it could actually be a great idea to have a race from south of India to north. There you come across a lot of geographies, a lot of different type of climates, terrains all in the same country. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. But again, the organization would take a toll. यशराज सिंह, आपके हिसाब से वॉलीबॉल जैसे गेम में हम इतने पीछे क्यों है, जबकि वो ऐसा गेम है हर स्कूल में खेला जाता है, फैसिलिटीज भी उसमें ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, बहुत अच्छे से प्रोफेशनली बहुत अच्छे से खेलते हैं नेशनल लेवल पर, फिर भी ग्लोबली वी आर नो वेयर. यशराज, यस, वॉलीबॉल सब स्कूल में खेला जाता है, हमारे स्कूल में भी था, काफी होता है. पुणे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में मैंने काफी रीजनल तालुका लेवल के इवेंट्स भी इतने अच्छे देखे वॉलीबॉल में. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली I wouldn't like to call it by a certain term, but favoritism in federations and the kind of sustainability of coaching required at the top level, क्योंकि अगर हम इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं तो बाकी सारे कंट्रीज भी they are also trying the same. So I still think volleyball has not got that kind of coaching or that kind of exposure which is needed. So volleyball सब जगह खेलते हैं यार, like सोसाइटी में भी खेलते हैं सब लोगों के नीचे, अगर आप जाओगे तो कहीं भी. ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट डाइविंग. यार पहले ऋषभ स्विमिंग करेंगे तो डाइविंग करेंगे. ऑनेस्टली डाइविंग रिक्वायर्स मोर इंफ्रा अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्विमिंग. एंड इंडिया में अगर आपने डाइविंग प्लेटफॉर्म लगाया तो गलत केसेस ज्यादा होते हैं, पीपल डू एंटिक्स हियर एंड देयर. सो डाइविंग कैनॉट बी अ रिक्रिएशनल और कमर्शियल स्पोर्ट. Diving has to be a very invested sport where you train athletes like China does from a very young age. तो दैट्स द ओनली पाथ फॉरवर्ड फॉर डाइविंग, और हमने देखा है चाइना को डोमिनेट करते हुए डाइविंग में. इसके अलावा हैव यू स्टार्टेड प्रैक्टिसिंग एंड प्लेइंग लॉन बॉल्स आफ्टर सीडब्ल्यूजी सिंस यू प्रॉमिस्ड? कहाँ खेलेंगे यार लॉन बॉल्स? हैवंट गॉट द टाइम एक्चुअली, बट डेफिनेटली वी यूज्ड टू बी गोटी प्लेयर्स इन आवर चाइल्डहुड, ऑल ऑफ अस. सो आई विल डेफिनेटली ट्राई लॉन बॉल्स व्हेन आई गेट अ चांस. Yes, I think physics nahi hai. Physics is not the reason which we are not why we are not doing good in volleyball. Like we have all kinds of physique required. Some regions of India there are very tall players. Some regions we have stocky and physically well built players. So that's not a reason. And sad to see that the late Jimmy George is still the best player from India in volleyball. उनके बाद कोई नहीं आया है. Like he used to be a giant on the world stage, play in Italian clubs as well, which is considered to be the best league in volleyball. So we have, okay guys, so we have the research head of Bridge in the comment section. तो सारे tournaments कहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, कौन records बना रहा है, articles के वगैरह data, everything is provided by Mr. Vikas that you see in the chat, and he has given us an update. September के गुजरात में होने वाले national games में भी lawn balls खेला जाएगा. So good news. This time, this month only we'll have lawn bowls in the national games. So looking forward to see how that pans out. Shivalika is saying, by the way, here's hoping Baichung Bhutia becomes AIFF president. Everyone wants that. So before Sunil Chhetri became a household name, Baichung Bhutia and I am Vijayan were like the biggest names in Indian football. Boink is saying cycling is popular in India. I guess तुम्हारे पापा ने तुम्हें वो स्टोरी सुनाई है जहाँ वो स्कूल के जाने के पहले 10 किलोमीटर साइकिलिंग करते थे और फिर स्विमिंग करके नदी पार करते थे. Yes, that is the classic Indian story, Indian dad story of going to school कि सारा क्रॉस वॉस करके जाते थे. Endurance cycling to tour the nadi. We'll start Tour the Nadi in India, where you have to, basically crisscross all the rivers that India has. यशा सिंह, आई विश आपके जैसा मेरा स्पोर्ट्स एंथुजियास्ट फ्रेंड होता जिसके साथ मैं ऐसी बढ़िया बातें करता. इट्स ओके यशराज, यू विल फाइंड सम फ्रेंड्स इन चैट बॉक्स एंड आई एम ऑलवेज देयर इफ यू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट एनी स्पोर्ट. तो आप खूब मजे लीजिएगा. यू कैन आस्क योर क्वेश्चंस एंड डेफिनेटली एंजॉय द स्टैट्स दैट अदर पीपल शेयर. Gaurang Shetty asking where is Vidhi. Gaurang Vidhi is working on videos. If she does not work on videos, you won't have any other videos on YouTube channel. मैं live stream की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I'm talking about the great content that we are producing thanks to her and our writers and the people who produce the video. So she's involved in that. Rishabh is saying, Naman, are you surprised even though we are a strong wrestling country, we have not won an Olympic gold in it? Let's see. Our best prospect was Sushil Kumar. Sadly, थोड़ा final के पहले उन्हें disease type हो गया था. And we have come close, but still, let's see. The kind of domination that wrestling needs, we have not been able to reach that level. Like it's not like कि आप एक या दो player की बात कर रहे हैं. You are talking about a set of 4 to 5 players that Russia brings to the fore, that Japan in women's wrestling does. So once we start getting, so abhi wo shuru ho raha hai. I'm not saying that India is a strong wrestling country, but to become a dominating wrestling country, that process has started. In women's wrestling, we saw an under-20 world wrestling champion participating against Vinesh Fogart, giving a tough fight to her before the Commonwealth Games, and now also there was a selection trial. So jitna ye matlab develop hoga competition ki 2 very world class wrestlers in the each category, then and only then we'll be able to convert it into a wrestling gold. So wrestling has been there since a long time. हम 1960s 70s में भी काफी participate करते थे. तो अभी के जो coach है सतपाल सिंह, he was a super heavyweight wrestler at the 1980 Moscow Olympics. So we were there since a long time. काफी gradual process है. उस time पे हम 1-2 राउंड करते थे. कसाबा जादव जी ने एक ब्रॉन्ज मेडल जीता था. We slowed down a bit. We had 2 4th place finishes. Now it looks like an Indian will definitely bring a gold, a medal at the Olympics. So हाँ वही है, थोड़ा हर एक कैटेगरी में बनाना पड़ेगा. अंकिता रायना ने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया. नई पोक इंडियन वी हैड रामकुमार रामनाथन जो अभी बाहर हो चुके हैं. He lost his first round match. Sumit Nagal not going through the qualifiers in singles. So only Rohan Bopanna remaining, the 40-plus-year-old veteran in Indian tennis. Agastya is saying Bajrang Punia also looking good very right now. Even he has a chance. And wrestling championship, Asian Games, and better is medal in Paris. Agastya is saying, yep, Bajrang and Ravi kind of seem like brothers. Let's see how they do. And both have a good competition, honestly. Sushil Kumar, yes, only Indian Wrestling World Championship gold medalist at the national level, at the world level, sorry. And the Italian pair increase in confidence here after winning the first set. काफी बढ़िया confidence दिखा रहे हैं वो लोग. They are pumped up right now. Boink is saying on a serious note, it's not a bad idea to name our own future cycling tour event Tour de Nadi. Definitely यार मेरे पास उतना funding या पैसा आ गया तो मैं कुछ try करूंगा. Personally not a fan of cycling, but हाँ, like for the greater good, for people to actually cross nadis and not their dads just telling stories about it. पूजा is saying we can say groundwork अच्छा हो रहा है wrestling में. अगर trials में tough competition होगा तो आगे के लिए easy होगा. That's true, Pooja. And something happened which Bikash mentioned today. Like we had an Indian wrestler in the trials. She won her trial. She was on her way back to her home. वहाँ पे उनके opponent ने कुछ complain वगैरह की. We sent the video to United World Wrestling. They told कि retrial होना चाहिए. That wrestler comes back. There is a retrial. She loses in the retrial and unfortunately cannot go to the World Championships. So ये आज और कल में recently हुआ है. And so ऐसा अगर ऐसे चीजें चलती रही तो it will be very tough. Yes, it's Ankush in 50 kg who is replaced by Neelam now. The thing I was telling about, the incident. Shardul is saying, can India get medal in equestrian? Shardul, rarely anyone from India qualifies for the Olympics. We had Fawad Mirza here, that too after a long, long time. So you need to have a lot of people doing equestrian in order to win a medal. As I said, the bigger the pool, the bigger will be your chances. That applies to every sport. So Priyanshu, whatever I mentioned, they sent the video to United World Wrestling, and UWW's talked about, like they mentioned about having a retrial. तो वही हुआ था. Shivalika is saying Fawad is ranked quite low and he's our only bet. Yep, sadly, yep. Agastya is saying Sushil could have been one of the most respected athlete in India. He was one of the most respected athlete in India before whatever happened. And we have a break in the second set. Early break by the Italians, increasing in confidence, taking the second game as well. So Bopanna and Middelkoop have a comeback to make here. Anyways, equestrian be elite sport. I guess Nordic countries do good in it. Pooja, equestrian is an elite sport, but let me check the exact stats. So whatever you're seeing, कि अगर Olympic stats में Nordic countries are doing well, that's because Sweden वगैरह काफी अच्छा करते थे in the initial stages where not many countries used to participate. But Germany by far has been the best in equestrian with 28 gold medals and a total of 56, followed by Sweden and France. So it's been pretty much European domination in especially German in equestrian. तो काफी अगर top 9 में Europeans है apart from United States, then the usual Australia, and then again a lot of Europeans, New Zealand, Canada in the middle. तो हाँ मतलब जर्मनी ने काफी डोमिनेट किया ये. Bikash has mentioned a good point. We need to understand there needs to be long history, culture, and mass participation. Yes, as I mentioned before, you need to have a huge pool in order to win an Olympic medal. It won't come out of the blue कि आपने एक प्लेयर तैयार कर दिया, उसे भेज दिया ना आप मेडल जीत के लाए. ऐसा नहीं होगा, कोई भी स्पोर्ट के लिए नहीं होगा. So kabaddi has not reached everywhere in the world, so looks tough until India hosts the Olympics to include kabaddi in. And then we'll if it is announced कि चलो इंडिया अभी एक कबड्डी होस्ट कर रहा है, इंडिया में ओलंपिक्स हो रहा है और हम कबड्डी इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं, then immediately China will come to India to some state association. They'll be like, now please teach us how kabaddi is played. We want to play kabaddi. Definitely that will happen. कि हमने क्रिकेट का वो एक इंसिडेंट देखा where they came to the CAB Bengal Association. Priyanshu is saying we have also started losing in kabaddi to Iran. Yep. Rishabh is saying not trying to be political here, but what the Indian Prime Minister is doing in terms of investing in sports and encouraging athletes by calling them, congratulating person is really good for sports. Thank you for that point, Rishabh. And please, anyone don't counter on political points or etc. Let's keep it to sports only here. If you have something good to mention about a certain political person's achievement, you can definitely tell that. But of course, no controversy or anything regarding there. We are just here to celebrate sport. So I just hope you keep that in mind for any of our streams. Yasha is saying we should not worry about games like equestrian sports like this. Participation अभी के लिए काफी है, जिसमें अच्छा कर सकते हैं उनमें फोकस करना चाहिए. हाँ वो तो है ही, बट अगेन यार ओलंपिक्स में थोड़ा आई फील द बायस टुवर्ड्स स्विमिंग इज वेरी बैड. आई मीन Auguste is saying San Marino had sent 5 athletes in Tokyo. Yeah, Deepak Punia lost to a San Marino guy in the bronze medal match. He was leading and at the end slipped away. One of the best defenders in men's wrestling at his category 84 kg. Deepak Punia हार गए थे सैन मरीनो के प्लेयर के सामने, और बाकी जो मेडल थे 2 मेडल वो उन्हें स्कीट शूटिंग में मिले थे. आई रिमेंबर वॉचिंग दैट स्कीट शूटिंग फाइनल. वहां पे सैन मरीनो को 2 मेडल मिले थे. Because I think if we get good in javelin, long jump and triple jump, coming days it will make athletics very loved sport. It is already loved. Everyone loves Neeraj Chopra, everyone loves javelin. And triple jump काफी दूर है. I think 17 क्रॉस करके कुछ होने नहीं वाला. 17.5 क्रॉस करना पड़ेगा. Long jump we have a chance, but Sri Shankar needs to be more consistent at the global level. तो वो काफी एक इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है लॉन्ग जंप के लिए. It's 30-15 in the second set. I forgot that you are watching tennis for a moment. 30-15. It's the Italians who are serving. Already a breakup in the second set. If they win this set, as we all know, it's a best of 3. तो बेस्ट ऑफ 3 होने की वजह से जो भी पैर पहले 2 सेट्स जीतेंगे they'll win this match. Hey Shubhrajit, welcome back. Shivalika asking, is Bopanna playing mixed doubles? Yes, he is. He has a Chinese partner, not a very heralded person, no Grand Slam win to her name till now, but she's partnering Rohan Bopanna here in mixed doubles as well. We all know that Bopanna has won a Grand Slam in mixed doubles with Gabriela Dabrowski in 2017. Abhishek is asking what happened to Indian tennis. I mean, doubles we have been doing good, but as someone mentioned, like you need a lot of financial backing. That's why a lot of people go out. Priyanshu is saying best gold medal in Paris as of now. Hope. अभी से मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा यार. उस टाइम पे जो फिट रहेगा उस पर डिपेंड है. Honestly speaking, like anything can happen in the gap of 2 years. So I won't call out anything in terms of who is the best medal prospect until and unless we step into 2024. 2024 will have the best idea. So abhi I cannot say anything. Really sorry. So it's 40-30. Bikash in the chat has said best gold medal hope is still Mirabai Chanu. Quite tough. I mean, Mirabai will have to cross her snatch personal best क्योंकि चाइनीज का स्नैच काफी अच्छा है. हर बार वो लोग वेट लिफ्टिंग में कोई ना कोई नया नमूना उठा के लाते हैं. But let's see if Mirabai can actually increase her snatch. Shubhaj is saying K Srikanth is the most unpredictable player. हाँ यार सुबह हमने देख लिया. We did a stream for Srikanth in the morning. काफी dangerous. Lee Zijia को हरा के he lost today in straight sets against Suneyama. यशराज सिंह आपके हिसाब से इंडिया को ओलंपिक्स होस्ट करने का सोचना चाहिए अभी या पहले 30-40 मेडल? यशराज, फाइनेंशियली स्पीकिंग ओलंपिक्स इज नॉट वर्थ होस्टिंग फॉर इंडिया एज अ डेवलपिंग नेशन, क्योंकि काफी पैसा चाहिए एंड we saw what happened in Rio de Janeiro, so we should not host it for at least the next 3 decades. Pook Indian is saying भाई कल प्रणय का मैच चाउ टेंशन से क्या लगता है वो जीत पाएगा? He defeated CTC twice this year, if I'm not wrong. So he has defeated CTC twice and he's on a hot streak. But हाँ, quarters semis में थोड़ा उनका stamina issues हो जाते हैं. Understandable with his age, but let's hope he wins the title here or at least reaches the final. काफी अच्छा रहा है 2022 प्रणय के लिए. He will be qualifying for the World Tour finals as well. He's second after Victor Axelsen, the Great Dane. Vijay is saying, I just hope shooting doesn't disappoint this time in Paris. Tokyo is a disaster. Yeah, very big disaster. World number ones, this, that. We had a mixed team event. और क्या चाहिए था? Saurabh and Manu both playing together. Saurabh did well there. Manu sort of losing the plot. We had Manu's gun breaking down. So some things did not go our way in shooting. Saurabh was leading in 10-meter pistol. Like he was first in standings. Then we go into the final. We have the Iranian veteran Saurabh finishing 7th, which was very shocking there in Tokyo. So yes, as things did not go well for us in Tokyo, मुझे लगता है कि Paris में we'll be lucky. Hopefully, let's see what happens because we have those world-class shooters. ऐसा नहीं है कि we have a gap in skills or anything. Like these are the best in the world. So उस दिन पे आप कैसे करते हो shooting, उस पे ही सारी चीजें depend है. SKS is saying, will you believe if I say that Serena Williams is the greatest female athlete that any sport can have? Despite being a mother, she is just, yes, a good comeback by Serena after being a mother. But each and every sport has its own legend. So cannot actually say that Serena Williams is the greatest of all time across sports. Good argument in tennis. Of course, people will mention Steffi Graf, people will mention Martina Navratilova, Margaret Court, but across sports, it's a very tough call. Vignesh is saying, just for fantasy, what do you prefer, Indian qualifying for FIFA World Cup or Indian men's singles player winning Grand Slam? Vignesh, for me personally, it would be India qualifying for FIFA World Cup, of course. कि फुटबॉल यार फुटबॉल काफी फॉलो किया हूँ एंड फुटबॉल देखने में ज्यादा मजा आते हैं मुझे. लाइक टेनिस में भी आता है बट by far an individual achievement and a team achievement is quite different. So personally, I would like Indian football team to reach the FIFA World Cup. Yes, Spoke Indian. Chirag and Satvik have taken a rest, and I think someone mentioned in the morning that Chirag and Satvik will be playing in Vietnam Open. Even though it's a Super 100 event, they have chosen it on their calendar. That's their strategy. और back-to-back events, World Championships, जहाँ पे वो लोग semis तक खेले, and Japan Open does not make sense. So good good decision by Chirag and Satvik. Instead of just coming for the sake of it in Japan Open and losing in the first or second round does not make sense. So it's 40 all right now. And it's 4-1, so double break by the Italians, and the match is slipping out of Bopanna and Middelkoop's hand. हमें लगा था being the 9 seeds, Bopanna and Middelkoop would do well here. They would easily go to the second round, but as things stand, the Indo-Dutch pair is clearly losing the plot here, and if they don't break twice, the match will still slip out of their hand. So for those who joined us now, unfortunately, Bopanna and his partner Middelkoop are losing here. But let's see if they can stage a comeback. And please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so that more and more people find out about the bridge. Thank you so much. Boink said about Kim Clijsters also came back and won a Grand Slam. And recently we have Angelique Kerber announcing a pregnancy. She said that she is not participating in US Open because it's unfair to have two people against one. Very brilliant tweet, and hopefully she'll make a comeback, the German. As things stands in the tennis match, it's 7-6, 4-1 to the Italian pair. Pehla set tiebreaker pe gaya tha. They won 7-2 quite comfortably in the tiebreak. Now they have double broken the serve of Bopanna and Middelkoop. तो यहाँ से काफी मुश्किल है इंडो डच पेयर को रिकवर करना, which will mean an end to Bopanna's challenge in men's doubles, but he still has mixed doubles remaining with his Chinese partner. Rishabh is asking trickiest question for the day. What is the future of Man United? अभी देखते हैं यार. Like initially when the pre-season matches were happening, as usual hype हो गया था, अरे United ये किया वो किया. And then when the Hag era started, we saw some hug in the start, quite appropriate with the coach's name. But they bounced back pretty well in the previous game, and they have an important match loading. So देखते हैं यार, मतलब मैन्यू के साथ तो काफी बुरा ही चल रहा है. But it's good to see Arsenal playing well after a long time. August is asking men's doubles in Grand Slam. These are 5 sets, I believe. That's only for Wimbledon. So Wimbledon में 5 set होता है. Baki you have 3 sets. So that's why you'll be seeing a best of 3 set here in the US Open. And it's only in Wimbledon that you'll be seeing a best of 5 set Grand Slam. The All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Association still want 5 sets for doubles. Boeing is saying, I don't think seeds matter much in doubles. शार्दुल, FIFA has removed the ban और हम कल AIFF elections देखने वाले हैं. पहली बार कोई फुटबॉलर will be elected as the AIFF president. It will be either Baichung Bhutia or Mr. Chaube. So let's see. Vignesh is saying currently Indian political leadership is very strong. We have strong lobby power. Vignesh, the thing is hosting Olympics is okay. But we should have that kind of financial backing, like also a plan, like अपने ओलंपिक्स तो होस्ट कर दिए, बट उसके बाद वो इंफ्रा का क्या होगा, वो कॉस्ट का क्या होगा. मैं वही ब्राजील का एग्जांपल देता हूँ इसलिए. एंड ऑल्सो वी आर हैविंग द फीफा अंडर 17 विमेंस वर्ल्ड कप दिस ईयर. सो अक्टूबर में वो होने वाला है. Final play slated to be played in Navi Mumbai. We'll have some matches in Goa as well. And Bridge will be covering each and every aspect of the Under 17 Football World Cup. Do stay tuned for that on our website, on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Boink is saying Brazil and Greece. Yes, Greece is not what it used to be. Like Greece की काफी बुरी हालत है. We all know the fiasco that happened in 2010 Delhi Commonwealth Games. So people are even skeptical right now to award a multi-sport event. But it's good to see we hosting 2 FIFA events. Like FIFA is always a big thing as far as football is concerned. And the only way हम लोग part ले सके is because we were the host. So big boost. And it's 5-1 in the tennis match. The match has almost slipped away from Bopanna and Middelkoop's hand. So it's almost over for the Indo-Dutch pair unless they make a recovery here. Only one game to serve for the Italians. Which will mean कि वो लोग men's doubles से बाहर हो जाएंगे Bopanna, but he'll still play in mixed doubles with his Chinese partner. And thank you all of you who have joined us today for the experimental tennis stream. हमने कभी tennis नहीं किया. We know the kind of response is not that great in tennis. We wanted to see how people would like that, but we have seen discussions on a lot of different topics, and Vignesh is saying, I get your point, Rio deserved it, but Beijing Olympics made China showcase power in world. It's double-edged sword. Vignesh, personally, I think China and Brazil have very contrasting economies. So let's not compare Brazil and China hosting Olympics. And showing power, Olympics as a means of showing power is used to happen before, but Shivalika is saying, please avoid a breadstick boop coop. I'll call this boop coop instead of boop coop. Boop coop sounds good, but currently situation is like poop. So sorry for the bad pun there, but वही चल रहा है. And those who, okay, for those who don't know, a breadstick is 6-1, a bagel is 6-0. तो अगर आपके सेट में स्कोर 6-1 है, like Rio, what happened in Rio? Shardul Nande asking. Shardul Brazil के लग गए थे because they hosted the Rio Olympics. I'll try to share some articles. I'll share a good Business Insider article. That's the best I could find very quickly. Hope you read it. Shivalika is saying, come for men's singles final now. Shivalika, an Indian won't be participating in that. So I don't think I'll be able to, stream that. मैं शांति से कहीं तो जाके बाहर आराम से देखूंगा. And they avoid a breadstick, so your prayers are answered, Shivalika. It's 6-5-2 right now. So no breadstick, no 6-1 score for the Indo-Dutch pair. शार्दुल is asking, फेंसिंग में इंडिया के मेडल चांसेस है? नहीं यार, फेंसिंग में बस पार्टिसिपेंट्स खेल ले तो बढ़िया है. लाइक सेम इक्वेस्ट्रियन फेंसिंग सारे का सेम कंडीशन है कि इफ वी हैव अ पार्टिसिपेंट दैट्स प्रीटी गुड. लाइक मेडल तो अभी नहीं सोच सकते हम. मेडल्स इन फेंसिंग. Vignesh is saying, very excited for Diamond League finals. High chance Neeraj will touch 90 meters. आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर Vignesh, and it will be a great stage. I've been mentioning that all around World Championships. Then he missed CWG unfortunately, and now we have the Diamond League final. So no better place than to reach 90 in a Diamond League final, and hope he wins that one. Boink is saying we have already seen many upsets in US Open in men's singles as well as women's singles. So seeds getting knocked out. Women's singles में तो आजकल में मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता अगर seeds knockout होते हैं. It's like it has become a norm nowadays कि हाँ यार. Tsitsipas, Felix Auger-Alice में gone already. Oh, and looks like we might be seeing a break here. It's 30 love to Bopanna and Middelkoop. They're trying to pull something back. यहाँ से अगर वो ब्रेक करेंगे तो the score will become 5-3 and a good serving game will take them to 5-4. But they'll need 2 breaks in order to make it 5-all. So it's 40 love. We are looking at a break from the Indo-Dutch pair. क्या यहाँ से comeback possible है? It will be very miraculous to be honest. Poke Indian saying कोई और sport event है क्या अगले week में? So I have set up some kind of streaming schedule. तो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. US Open था, चल रहा है sorry, with this experimental tennis stream that we had. So US Open है एक जो अभी currently चल रहा है. We have Diamond League finals 7 और 8 तारीख नीरज चोपड़ा खेलेंगे. Very exciting to see that. Everyone is, I'm sure. Wrestling World Championships 10 से 18 तारीख में lot of medal contenders for India. Then CIB Egyptian Open in squash 19 to 25th. I'm not sure whether we have confirmed any participation there, whether Chinnappa is playing, Gosal is playing. And Vietnam Open badminton where Satvik and Chirag might play. So that's September schedule for you. देखते हैं क्या क्या possible होता है. Hey Tabish, hope you are doing well and welcome to the stream. We are streaming tennis today. कुछ नया try कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Yuvraj Kumar Raunier is saying today Bangladesh lost the match. Okay, I think he's talking about Asia Cup. Boinky saying Borneo Korik, who had just won the Cincinnati Open, that was always going to be the case. I mean, winning hardcore tournaments before US Open has never been the standard for doing well here. तो वो काफी एक interesting and funny thing है. Tavish is saying need OG Tantric guys today, I think. Oh yeah, we don't have that squad here. Oh, but the serve came and Middelkoop's racket just sent it flying. And the Italians have made a comeback. So शायद यहाँ पे मुझे नहीं लगता कि बोपन और Middelkoop कुछ कर पाएंगे. Two very bad returns on the serve by Middelkoop. It's an advantage match point to the Italians. Hi Mohammad Irfan bhai, welcome back. Good evening. Vignesh is saying so much non-cricket events. Yeah, वो तो हर बार होते थे. Like we are just trying to bring them to you people. That is what we are trying to do right now. So thank you for being here with us for each and every event. So it's over, folks. 7-6 tiebreaker, 6-2, very comprehensive within the second set. तो double break से start किया था Italian pair ने, and they have defeated the 9-seeded pair of Rohan Bopanna and Middelkoop of Netherlands. It's over for the Indo-Dutch pair in men's doubles और रोहन बोपन्ना का अभी सिर्फ मिक्स डबल्स में चैलेंज बाकी रहेगा. आधी रात में आज अराउंड 2-2:30 बजे वो अपना मिक्स डबल्स खेलेंगे. सुबह तक पता चल जाएगा whether is winning or losing. So let's see what happens there. But thank you for joining in for this experimental tennis stream. Hope you enjoyed chatting about tennis, and mostly it was about different sports as well. So good to have all of you here tonight, and let's hope I wake up early tomorrow morning for Pranoy's match. If I do, we'll definitely have a stream. Mohammad Irfan, bhai, update me regarding Japan Open. एक बार बोल देता हूं मैं. जापान ओपन में सिर्फ प्रणॉय बचे इंडिया से. किदाम्बी श्रीकांत कल लीजिजिया को हराए थे. ही लॉस्ट टू जापान कांता सुनेयामा टुडे. और अभी एचएस प्रणॉय का सिर्फ like he's the only one left, and he'll be playing tomorrow against the 4th-seeded Shao Tianchen of Chinese Taipei. Shivalika, if I wake up tomorrow early morning, I'll definitely stream Pranoy's match. Last week has still been affecting me. The crazy night streams of athletics and early morning badminton. I don't know why Pranoy's match has to be so early in the morning. They could have kept it post 10-11 a.m. or even 12 p.m. So let's see. If I wake up, I'll definitely do the HS Pranoy's stream. And even if I don't, definitely don't forget to watch, and hope he wins tomorrow morning. Thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you later on the next stream. Thank you so much.